How did the tradition, built on the light of the Vedas, now walk in the shadow of ignorance? We're not talking about myth or legend. We're talking about a spiritual heritage that produced the Vedas, the deepest body of knowledge humanity has ever known. The ancient Hindu didn't wait for a motivational reel or a branded life coach to tell him how to live. He had gurus, but they weren't influencers. They were silent flames who led by tapas, not by slogans. He lived with clarity, not perfectly, but purposefully. His life wasn't centered on comfort. It was centered on alignment. Every act, from waking to sleeping, was part of a greater order. His choices were based on Dharma, not on trends. And now, while many modern Hindus chase the Western lifestyle, the West was turning toward the Vedas. The West once prided itself as the seat of knowledge, the pinnacle of modern thinking. Yet when its greatest minds encountered the Vedas, they didn't just admire them, they were humbled. They found in the Vedas a light they hadn't seen before, a depth that shook their foundations. Thinkers like Max Muller, Aldous Huxley, Oppenheimer, Carl Jung, Nikola Tesla, Thoreau, T.S. Eliot, Emerson, Will Durant, they studied the Vedas, or the Gita. They found light, where we began to see only rituals. And these weren't spiritual tourists, no, they were serious seekers, world changers, and they looked to India for depth, not decoration. So what happened to the source? Why did the ones born in the land of the Vedas begin to feel empty? How can a lineage of seekers that gave the world the Vedas now struggle with confusion, poverty, and ignorance? Gurubaba asked this question long before he became a renunciate, when he was just a seeker, a man who couldn't accept the disconnect between the glory of our past and the condition of our present. Gurubaba was once an atheist, but not the kind who rejected truth, the kind who chased it. His question was clear and unrelenting. If Hinduism is truly the highest spiritual path, then why are Hindus not flourishing? The ancient Hindu was rooted. He knew why he was here. His life wasn't entertainment, it was discipline. He didn't chase validation, he sought alignment. And today's Hindu? Overworked, overstimulated, underaligned. The rituals are there, but the understanding is missing. Temples are full, but hearts are empty. And yet, he boasts about the past. He speaks of ancient sages, Vedic science, and global contributions. But what is the point in clinging to the past if you're not continuing the legacy? What are you contributing? Being born into a great tradition means nothing if you don't live it. Something broke, something was lost, and it didn't happen overnight. You walk past sacred shrines and see the contrast. The temples shine in gold. The rituals continue. But outside those temples, life is burdened with loans, unemployment, addiction, aimlessness. This isn't abstract, this is visible. This is not history, it is now. Gurubaba often points to what he saw in Kerala, places like Guruvayur and the once renowned Triprayar. Temples filled with gold, rituals happening non-stop, fame reaching far and wide. But outside those walls, a different reality. The lands around these temples, the lands of Hindus, are being sold off. And who's buying them? Mostly non-Hindus. A silent shift is happening, right at the gates of our sacred spaces. Local families struggle with debt, the youth trapped in unemployment, addiction, or helplessness. The contradiction is hard to ignore. The temples are rich, but the people hollow. The external display of religion is loud, but the inner alignment weak. What changed? If the Vedas are truly the most profound scriptures on earth, if Sanatana Dharma is truly eternal, then why is the modern Hindu sleeping, scattered, struggling? This is not just decline. This is disconnection from the divine. And unless we confront it, we're not just losing our past, we're surrendering our future. This is not a caste issue. This is not a communal problem. This is a cultural misalignment, a break in the bridge between Dharma and life. The Vedas are not just scriptures, they are revelations. And they declare something universal and timeless. Ignorance is the root of all suffering. Where there is wisdom, there is less pain, less confusion, less fear. Gurubaba, through years of study and spiritual discipline, came face to face with this truth. He saw that what the Vedas warned against, disconnection, confusion, ignorance, had become the very condition of modern Hindu life. And that's when his quest began, to find out what caused the decline of this ancient wisdom and how it could be revived again. Welcome to the journey of a soul who sought to revive the most ancient wisdom that once uplifted the world and ended up living for the upliftment of humanity. If this video felt worth your time, feel free to like, share and subscribe.